25. They fake the give. Newton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's going to look deep for more, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Jaguars at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Big Derek Brown making the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Etienne up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Barnett. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Running for it. Here's Peterson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Adrian Peterson. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Peterson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. These two teams all tied after 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Adrian Peterson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Dalton Keene, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 74 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. He'll get it inside the 20, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action, Newton. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. Touchdown, Carolina. Andy Isabella, 37 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely.
There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Lawrence will throw. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. So
here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run with Peterson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They try again with Peterson. And this time he is in. Adrian Peterson Anderson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. They go play action with Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Barnett. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Play action. It's Newton. Touchdown! Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to ETN running right. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's a diving catch right side. Back to the ground with ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll run for it. Peterson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barnett. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. 1st target, 1st catch, and a 1st down. Back to throw, Newton. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. Barnett. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Adrian Peterson with career touchdown number 162, tying him with LaDainian Tomlinson for 3rd place all time. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Airing it out. Looking for Ridley. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 52 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. 2nd down, Peterson again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.